Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Reser Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Beavers will kick it away to start. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Tulane's offense will have the first possession of the game. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Beavers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Let's it fly! And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Feeling some heat. They're setting up the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going, and the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
And the Beavers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the
get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. On the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. 3rd and goal for the offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Coming after. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got his man.
In college football, you see this in time now. You use a quick passing game. Basically, is the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Defense. So the up. First down after the roughing the passer penalty. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now they'll run the draw. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Handoff from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Kent State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here today.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Johnson wants to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead. lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Got a man. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking deep. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling big plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the gun. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that's a good play in the ball, getting his hand up, and get the tip, get the deflection. The ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. The tag. Touchdown, Oregon State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Good. These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carr. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. It's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Johnson wants to throw it. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out to be able to climb the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Quick release by the QB. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And, oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football. You're not doing it.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. The Pandas managed to get the win in a close one this week, and they just shook up the college football world. And to do it on the road, no less. Just incredible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Holds and fires complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Beavers are on the move. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Flips it out to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him, or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, get on the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think they called that knowing they were running a home run. So why would you call it? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And that pass intercepted. Takes it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you drink the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Complete downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. He's going to pass. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Now on 2nd down. They go to the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Johnson looking to throw. He lost one down the sideline. A full dive to haul that one in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it from the gun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 4 over Baylor. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Working the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
The pass is incomplete. It's now 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He's going up top here late in the game. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste.
The attempted throw is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there.
The pass attempt falls incomplete. It leads to second down.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. On second down, just keeps firing. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.